Camogie was definitely a really important outlet for me. It really did help me in realising that if I work hard for something, I can achieve it. My father used to train the under-12 camogie team in Newmarket, so any match that was on, we were always brought to it, and we were always put into any team that we could play with. There was really no question about it. It was just what you did.
Even with getting older, we're still very, very competitive. So much so we can't mark each other at training. We're extremely close. Yeah, we're sisters, but I suppose we are best friends.
My club is everything to me. The first thing that I put on my list of goals for the upcoming season is to win the senior championship with Newmarket. I love our ethos and our culture because it is so tight-knit, and we have a really good support system. It is a really special place.
She just mixes well with all the different age groups, and she's extremely positive.
She'll always check in on players and make sure they're okay, and it might be nothing related to camogie, and she'll still, go that extra step and say, are they okay? And if there's anything she can do, she'll always do it.
When I got an opportunity to play with the Clare senior camogie team and the Clare senior football team, I had to jump at it. We beat Cork in the Munster Championship final in 2012, and it was definitely the pinnacle of a lot of the current team's career. Yeah, it was just a really brilliant, brilliant day.
Probably one of the best attitudes. When everyone's been maybe down after a match, she's always the one to pick it all up and just to leave everything like that behind. And she's always so positive.
I teach chemistry, physics and ag science in Sculpole in Limerick, and I absolutely love it.
She's a young teacher, so she's coming out with great ideas that makes science in particular fun for the students, and they love it. She's always trying to do something new and different. She's so hard-working, and she's dedicated to everything that she does.
I've a real interest in what I'll call farming and gardening, and I'm always kind of outside doing something, whether it's growing some veg or chasing some animal. I found what makes me happy, and I'm just embracing it. Definitely being comfortable in your own skin and having a good self-confidence and self-esteem is so important. It's a freedom in itself that you can be whoever you are, and definitely I try to promote that with the kids, that it's okay to be different, and if you have a passion and if you have a drive and how you're, if you have put a plan in place to go get it.
Carol builds a great rapport with Leaving Certs in particular. She kind of creates a little group bond with the class, and I think they respect her a lot more for that, and they kind of see her more as a friend and a colleague than an actual teacher that dictates stuff.
The GAA has had a huge impact on my life. It really does build a lot of character, I think. Setting goals, working towards them, having a passion, hard work and honesty and, integrity and all these things that people, in the GAA community want to have and want to uphold. I'm definitely so lucky, and I'm very grateful, and I realise that every day.